Hello, my name is Mason J. Brooks, and I'm in a video. I decided to go on the sports route for today's video because it was on my mind. Trust me, if something is on my mind, it's going to be in a video. I digress. What I want to talk about is the NFL draft, and a specific position in the draft is really getting to me, and it's first round tight ends. I'm going to just get straight to the point. First round tight ends. Now, tight ends, they're kind of a 1-2 punch in the NFL. You know, like they block, they run block, they pass block, but they can also catch the ball, provide some stiff arms. You see Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Zach Ertz, Eric Ebron, Gronkowski. Guys like those, they're, killing it in the NFL. And tight ends have definitely taken a leap from, the previous years. Yeah, the NFL was around before. But what I want to prove to you and probably persuade you and NFL teams, if they're looking, you never know, that you should not draft a tight end in the first round. So that's what I'm going to get to today. And I'm going to go over the tight ends that I saw get drafted in the first round and analyzing and you drawing up your own conclusion about what I say. So yeah, let's get to it. Now, before we get started, what I want to go over is that I'm going to exclude tight ends drafted in 2019 and 2020 because you can't really judge a player based off them having a year or 2 years under their belt. I think 3, 4, even 5 years is enough to, determine if a player is good or not. So TJ Hawkinson and Noah Fant, they're not in this conversation for today. The first tight end that I do want to look at today is Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst was a tight end picked out of South Carolina by the Baltimore Ravens, 25th overall. Hayden Hurst, he's had a pretty up and down career. I mean, he only spent 2 years with Baltimore, and he had a breakout season with the Atlanta Falcons in 2020. But overall in his career, he's had 43 receptions. Well, his Baltimore career. I'm going to say his Baltimore career. He's had 43 receptions, 512 yards, and only 3 touchdowns. Kind of very, very underwhelming, not just for a first-round pick, but a first-round tight end. Because in the first round, that's meant to be your go-to guy, your franchise player, And Hayden Hurst just wasn't that. And he ended up getting replaced by Mark Andrews, who is very good and wasn't a first-round tight end. You don't need to draft a tight end in the first round for them to be good. But Hayden Hurst, I think there could have been more because the Ravens love their tight ends. But the tea is boiling. I will stop.
A few moments later.
But yeah, just had to get the tea real quick. But yeah, Hayden Hurst as a first round pick, I don't think he made the requirements of being a franchise guy. So that's my take on Hayden Hurst. Moving on, the second tight end, David Njoku out of Miami. He was selected 29th overall in 2017 by the Cleveland Browns. That fantastic year where they had that perfect season, 0-16. Cleveland did it that year. David Njoku, he's had a rocky career. There's been injuries, and he requested a trade in 2020, and rightfully so. I mean, the Cleveland Browns signed Austin Hooper from the Falcons, who's pretty good. And it's like, why would you replace your first round pick from 4 years ago to basically say, okay, we're just going to sign some guy off the street. It makes no sense. Now, next tight end, we have O.J. Howard out of Alabama. Also in 2017, there were 3 tight ends taken in the first round.
3.
No!
Now, O.J. Howard, I don't know. I feel like he also hasn't lived up to the potential of a first round pick, because over his so far 4-year career with Tampa Bay, he's racked up 105 catches, 1,602 yards, and 14 touchdowns. In 2020, his playing time was limited because of, them getting Gronk and having Cameron Brate, who's been on the Buccaneers for a good while. And O.J. Howard, I personally just don't think, I don't know. He's also, like Evan Ingram, just not a top tight end. Now, going back to a tight end I said in the intro, Eric Ebron, drafted in 2014, 10th overall by the Detroit Lions. Now, Eric Ebron, that is his name. In case you forgot, it's 2 E's, Eric Ebron. He only spent 4 years in Detroit, which was very, very underwhelming as a first round pick. He racked up 186 receptions, 2,070 yards, and 11 touchdowns with the Lions. And he earned his first Pro Bowl nod when he went away from the Lions and started playing for the Colts in his first year there. And then he spent another year with the Colts, and now he's on the Steelers. But Eric Ebron, I feel like his height and his strength, even though he gets injured, he, is able to produce really well. Like, he's very reliable. He's just got to haul some passes in. The drop passes can't rack up, especially as a tight end. But, yeah, I think Eric Ebron did pretty well. But Detroit was kind of taking a reach getting him as a first-round pick. That's my opinion. This is all my opinion, but I have facts to back it up. So yeah, that is my video of me, I guess, attacking first-round tight ends. Now, Kyle Pitts is a prospect that is looking to go in the first round. He's 6'5", over 200 pounds, and he did really well playing at Florida. He's kind of like he's built like a receiver, but he is a tight end. I just don't think that teams should invest so much in a tight end, whereas you could just sign one or get a really good one in the second round, because, in the first round, you're going to draft what you need. And if you think about it, do any teams in the NFL really need a tight end that badly? Like, teams have a minimum of, minimum of 1 draft pick in the first round. Do you want to waste it on a tight end? I have a new EP out on SoundCloud. It'll be in the description. And it is called Goblin's Feud. It's just something I put out real quick because I held it away for a while, and I was like, let me just release this. So that's what I did. But that's gonna be the video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you next time. We'll see if there are any tight ends in the first round. I really hope not. I'm out.